exciting.
And what is your favorite earthly pleasure?
Sorry?
What is your favorite earthly pleasure?
Girls.
Yeah, for you too?
I guess so. I guess it would have to be.
And how come the album title?
It's all about girls.
It is.
I think, yeah, it's about desire. You know, how do we fill our time up? And so often it's chasing a member of the opposite sex or the same sex, or you know, we have lust built in us. It's one of the basic things that drives us, and you know, even if you haven't got it, you're reacting against it. You see it all around you, and you might be like, oh, I'm alone and I want to be alone. What's this? The record represents a view of the world, and sometimes it is quite a disgusting place, and sometimes it's quite an exciting place for the very same reasons, you know, the same desires, and it's pleasure. It's about making ourselves happy. How do we do that?
The thing is, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, the first single, Our Velocity, I'm sorry. Is it your views on Iraq, or?
Well, sort of. Like, you know, that's the thing.
So it's not really a pleasure then.
No, but I wrote that song with a dual meaning. Every line means something different. You know, each line, love, or it can be about war. You know, it's quite a complicated song to even describe. But it's, you know, the thing is, we're looking at a war. Let's say the war in Iraq. You know, we can look at that, but ultimately, we still care more about our own personal life. You know, Tony Blair, who's making decisions in power, you know, if his child was in danger, one of his kids, he'd be more inclined to look after his child rather than think about some of the more pressing matters globally. You know, we take our eye off worldly matters for the pleasures of ourselves.
But how come you decided to take this stand? I mean, this view on this album. How come? Because while you were saying the first album is a bit more personal, did you talk about it? Say, well, now we maybe we can make a more outward.
I think it just happened naturally, really.
Yeah, I mean, you can only write a song about what you want to write about, and I guess I was inspired to write about those things. You see them on the radio, on the television, and listen to them on the radio, and it's just something to write about, in essence. You know, there's no way of divorcing it from your personal life. You know, I go through life as a person, looking at, you know, on one level you could be going out, you could be with somebody going out on a date, and then on the television there's this horrific thing that's happening, you know, and statistics rolling by on a screen. It's part of the fabric of our daily lives, and it seems odd to me now to ignore it. You know, again, you look for different subject matter, and if there's something in my notebook that I've not written about that still interests me, you know, a month or whatever, those things down, you know, it becomes valid subject matter. It's a natural progression to sort of move out from that original starting point of being quite self-obsessed in the songwriting, and I think, you know,
when was your turning point then?
I don't think there was a turning point. That's the thing. I think
gradually.
It's everything's got to be gradual. I think somebody who decides I'm going to talk about this now, you know, it becomes academic. It becomes more of an essay. I'm going to write about this now, whereas this is more. You know, our songs are always very personal, and they're always driven by personal desires. You know, I really want to sing about this, or I mean, that's our velocity in particular is about the way that time carries us through, and we don't make decisions on a very rational basis sometimes. You know, we just make decisions because we have to, you know, that we're going to need to sooner or later, and it becomes, you know, there are often consequences to those decisions, you know, whether it's somebody deciding to join the army or somebody deciding to send an army somewhere. You know, they're very personal decisions that are influenced by you know, the fact that we have to make decisions